Welcome back here, everybody, to your coverage of the joinDOTA MLG Pro League. I'm your host for the English live stream, Toby1, bringing you game number 2 of our 2-game series of the All-Malaysian Affair, where we have Underminer going up against Invasion Esports. Already Underminer able to claim out game number 1 up against Invasion Esports. I take it back, sorry. It's the other way around, where we have Invasion Esports able to claim out game number 1 up against Underminer, where I really thought it would be Underminer who would claim game number 1 on the back of their Wiz Tiny combination. It was one fat Tiny. They had really good engagements around the Roche pit as well. There was one fight with a 4-0 trade, aka no trade whatsoever. They just took everything. That's the type of game where I thought, you know what? Underminer have got this in the bag. And then they kind of just left their bag sitting on the bottom racks. Invasion came in, took everything out of the bag, and then started taking all those things out of the bag and throwing them at Underminer, were the ones of Underminer they could find. I don't understand why they didn't want to fight. I really feel the Venomancer played the major part in that, where Underminer just didn't know how to deal with the Aghanim's Nova. Yeah. I think that's kind of what it came down to. So, we start again.
10 seconds
Let's
remaining.
see how our draft will unfold. Underminer this time around will have the Troll
5
Warlord with
seconds
the VS combination. So we are kind of putting the shoe on the other foot
Reserve
right now.
time.
As Bat Rider and Earthshaker are the pickups from Invasion Esports. Good initiation, really great around Roshan as well. So Underminer can't just easily pop themselves in and take out Roshan, not with a Firefly vision. And everything else is fairly standard. The Earthshaker, I kind of want to see exactly how he fits in with the rest of the draft from Invasion Esports. Because sometimes it's this, we could lock someone in position up on their top lane and get themselves a kill. But it depends who's actually playing the offlaner for Underminer. Because that would all, then, like, if there's an escape mechanism, then Earthshaker doesn't really do much against him. Hence the early pickups are a bit more questionable. But Extinct likes the hero, so I have no qualms with it. Skywrath managed to find his way into that ban pool, so they're really worried about that top lane getting zoned out completely. The Clockwork again going to find his way into that ban pool as well as the Axe. So that is managed to stay very similar here for Invasion Esports. Same with the Naga ban and the Brewmaster ban too. So ADTR is not going to get that Brewmaster tonight at least. And the Wisp ban is the last one out from Underminer, so maybe worry about Invasion Esports trying to run a very similar combo to what they did in the last game.
10 seconds remaining.
For me, I prefer seeing him run something directly up against the Troll Warlord. Bristleback works nicely. Even if he can't directly hit the Troll Warlord, he's capable of just quill spraying down the Troll Warlord. And on Dire's side, having Nasal Goo means Roshan becomes a little bit easier. And we especially don't have the VS, you don't have Wave of Terror, you don't have the Medallion of Courage coming out from her. So the Bristleback is able to make up for that. The Tidehunter was the final ban out by Invasion Esports. Probably the, Earthshaker can't zone out a Tidehunter. Hey, any stretch of the imagination.
5 seconds remaining.
And they also wouldn't be able to kill that
time.
Tidehunter if Earthshaker got the fissure block on him. So Underminer, do we try and go combo here with the VS now? Who also works with the Troll Warlord? I'm interested to see who is that combo with the VS. There's so many to choose from these days that you can't really just lock it down into one. Actually, looking at the last time I see him with the VS pickup. And, well, actually, that was Invasion Esports game. I kind of want to find the last VS draft they had.
Lion.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter anyway. They pick up a Lion.
Dire team pick.
Never really give up on that Lion, do they? See, how many times has Boys played that? It's actually kind of funny because Boys normally plays both the VS and the Lion. If you go back through his history, like the last 2 games, like in both the games in CSW, he played Lion in game number 1 and played VS in game number 2 of that
10
series.
seconds remaining.
And the trade-off was going for a Skywrath Mage or a Witch Doctor. And in this case, they don't have either of those, so...
Reserve time.
Interested to see if what Boyce is going to be thrown on for this game. Up against the Bristleback,
Sniper.
the Lion also makes a lot more
Radiant
sense.
team pick.
Primarily because you're able to drain out the mana from the Bristleback. There's normally two. Well, there's one fundamental way of dealing with the Bristleback: take away his mana. Now, in the past, this has been done by Nyx Assassins with Mana Burn. It's been done by Lions with Drain, or it's been done by heroes who build Necro units. This also gives you your burst damage up against the Bristleback, but primarily. Sorry, I got a little
10
coconut
seconds
in my throat.
remaining.
But primarily it's just so the Bristleback has no mana, because you take
5
away the mana,
seconds remaining.
you take away Bristleback's damage, and movement speed, and
Reserve
stacking
time.
damage onto you. You take away everything the Bristleback kind of has when you do that. That's why I kind of like the Lion pickup, but the Lion standing close on the Bristleback long enough to get some drain off. Now that's a
Dire
lot harder.
team ban.
A Weaver pickup by Underminer. When you got a Lasso as well as an Earthshaker on the field, I'm a little bit concerned about that. If Sniper gets some early damage dealing items, then this Weaver could find himself dead very, very quickly. Sniper's also a great hero to go up against a Troll
10
Warlord.
seconds
Keep that distance away from the axes. You slowly chip away at the Warlord, and there's
5
not much the
seconds
Warlord can do
remaining.
to try and stop you from farming inside the lane. So I'm
Reserve
interested
time.
to see just how well the Troll Warlord does for experience. Or if this is going to be an Underminer, I don't want to say aggro lane. The Weaver potentially can go one-on-one up against the Bat Rider. If he gets sticks early on, just one stick, obviously they get multiples, just one stick up against the Bat Rider. Why am I even explaining that? You just Shikuchi away. Because you got movement speed. You'll always get your life points back anyway. So Sticky Napalm is very ineffective up against the Weaver. And Weaver can actually be
Radiant
over-aggressive
team
against the
ban.
Bat Rider as well. So it is open for Team Underminer if they want to try and go a little bit more unique with their lanes to push the VS Lion Troll Warlord towards the north. And they will find themselves up against what's actually going to have to be a safe lane Bristleback then.
10 seconds
Unless they run
remaining.
a Bat Rider on the top and the Bristleback on the off lane, with a babysitting
5
Earthshaker and a
seconds
Sniper in
remaining.
towards the mid. There's a lot of question marks
Dire
here.
team pick.
A lot of question marks. I'm assuming, though, the main answer to my question mark is going to be Bristleback safe lane. They put the Earthshaker into the lane to try and keep whoever's on the off lane out. Bat Rider towards the off lane and Sniper in towards the mid. Would be the most obvious way Invasion Esports would run this. Which means they need a range support. And someone who's
10
capable of controlling up
seconds
the Weaver.
remaining.
Now, they thought it was going to be a Chem, which would lean a little bit more towards the
5
lines of finding
seconds
some level of
remaining.
push. In this case, I'd actually look for a Rubik. Would be the
Reserve
best
time.
pickup. There's a lot of great abilities to steal, and he's great up against the Weaver. Shikuchi on a Rubik allows him to move in really nicely for an aggressive pose. I doubt they're going to go for the other hero on my mind, which is the Bane. I normally just say the Bane because you have the Weaver with direct control. You could go for like a support silencer, is another way you could do it. So then you got Global Silence up against all of Team Underminer. Really nice for zoning out the heroes in the lanes too, considering Lion and VS have very expensive abilities, so they'll get cursed every single time. In fact, I'm actually liking that Silencer pickup more and more now that I'm thinking about it. So I'll go for 3 options: Rubik, Silencer, or Bane. And they're going to go with the
Radiant
stock
team
standing of the
pick.
grandest, biggest, the Rubik.
Timber saw.
And then Timbersaw. Ha! Oh, Timber. Really? Really, Timber? I'm not sure about this. The reason why I'm not sure about this is because Rubik is fantastic up against the Timbersaw. Ever since you've been able to break the momentum during Timber Chain, the telekinesis pick up and drag back is so effective for a Rubik. And the assassination will follow him anyway. And Rubik's already going to have Shikuchi, so even then he could chase you down. This Rubik is going to have a great time up against the Timbersaw. Zoning the Timbersaw out of the lane, however, now that probably won't be as great for a Rubik.
10 seconds remaining.
But all he's got to do is keep the Timbersaw back a little bit. And I'd say the reason why it's not great for a Rubik
5
is because
seconds
his
remaining.
physical damage is pretty arse. So you have to accept the fact that that Rubik just, yeah. He doesn't give much against him.
Prepare for battle.
Whoops. That was meant to be a control give. And I'm assuming that was meant to be so Sniper has the vision advantage here in the middle lane. Is it because he thinks he's up against the Weaver, or was it meant to go to the bottom lane? Batrider's already just making a... Like, he's just sprinted himself down here with boots. He's going to mop up as much of this tree line as possible. This almost feels like the old day Broodmothers. What was he doing? He's where are you dropping your ward, man? He's showing the fact that he has the Observer ward. But he just fireflies down a little bit of the trees. That was really a, I'm not quite sure what the purpose of this was. But if you really want to get rid of all these trees, then you focus on taking out the patches. But he then went down here, like, it's like, I'm going to take out the patches, and then I'm going to plant the Observer ward to block the camps. Yeah. Decisions. Decisions. Extinct. Batrider. He's going to try and steal the 100 rune. This is not going to work, though, because he got bashed up by Roshan. Everything has gone wrong for this Batrider in the first level. He's revealed that he... what? Okay, he put his ward down. I think he's trying to show himself that he's put the ward down. If he gives this ward over to Extinct, then that's actually quite good. But Extinct's just going to fidget block out the Great Wave. No problem at all. Batrider gets advantage inside the lane. Did he give the Observer ward over? Yeah, he did. So Earthshaker's now got the Obs ward. And he's maybe trying to burn a sentry on this bot lane. But they didn't even buy a sentry. They're not even looking for a sentry. So ADTR will at least be in the safety of his own tower, or as close to it as he possibly will ever get. While up on top lane, JNY has a pickup, going to drag him back. He's only got reactive armor. They get enough quill stacks up on him. They're only sitting at 2 at the moment. But still will force him to burn through a large amount of his consumables. But that reactive armor is just meant to be so Rubik does nothing. Like I said before, he was going to do very little anyway. This Rubik should be looking to do pulls. I think that ping was even coming out saying, can you pull the camp in from the side? Because they need to stop the Timbersaw from finding any point, any levels. The Batrider's actually done a good job on bottom lane. 2.5 levels for him. He even managed to find 2 last hits. While in middle lane, that Troll Warlord's not looking too healthy. Cloud's at 3-0 up against the 5-for-2. And the creep wave's still quite even. And they're going to go for a fissure. This should be first blood right now. Can you keep the vision up on the high ground? Extinct came down, but with all the shrapnels, they were able to do it. The Troll Warlord goes down in middle lane. First blood goes towards the Dwarven Sniper. And he's bought himself something nice. The boots have come out. And Timbersaw's even having to use his salve this early on. And with boots arriving on the Brusselback, not as easy to just walk away from this. Batrider's able to steal out a DD rune. It's got no Firefly. But he's sticky nade bombing up the camp on the side. Might even try and come up and contest that one. Whoops, a little bit late on my eyes. As Dwarven Sniper goes down to the Lion. There was no Invis rune. He picked up a bounty rune on the top lane. He's even now going to rotate up towards the top. Pick up and throw back. Lion, he's got enough for just 1 stun. As the Timbersword chains himself away. And FCFC's not quite certain who he's meant to be engaging onto at the moment. Lion coming up from the side, it would have felt like he was going to be the easier kill. This first early phase for me feels a little weird. I'm not feeling the structure coming out from the teams. The Batrider, yeah, he's doing his normal thing. Weaver and VS, that's everything Stockholm standard. But this Lion is in like this never-ending roaming kind of build now. The top lane is like they're never 100% certain exactly what they can kill off. The creep wave pulled over towards the side. Okay, FCFC's gonna try and contest the wave instead. He wants to farm from this. Maybe Ruby can find the last hits. CK committing heavily in for the Batrider. He's got no mana. Because I think I'm actually just thrown off by what CK did at the very start, which was him moving. Sorry, ADTR did it from the very start. Just that movement to then think about putting down the observer ward. The observer ward ended up being in a bit of an unusual position. I say unusual because it doesn't block anything early on. Like this one I'd be happy with if we were 9-10 minutes into the game. But when you're 3-4 minutes into the game, are you not wanting to try and stop any kind of pulls, any kind of lane throttling? Even though, really, Underminer haven't really done much of that anyway. As we're 4 minutes in, the creep wave still underneath that tier 1 tower for the Bat Rider to farm up. They're in towards the mid lane again. Lion as well as Troll Warlord. That's slow on the sniper. The Hex will come in at the same time. So will the Rubik, looking for a telekinesis. The Shrapnel slowing him down. Got the pickup. Fissure from Extinct. Gonna make sure they hold him out. The stun boys, he can't do anything. Even if he could reach him for the Rubik to stun him up, the sniper still would have shot the Troll Warlord dead. Just became more of a quicker kill because the Fade Bolt level 2 was able to be triggered. And that means it's a second death for the Troll Warlord. All kills have been in that middle lane so far. With a 2-1 on the sniper for the 0-2 on the Troll Warlord. As it was Lion who got the last hit previously. And he's trying to go into the Tranquil Boots as well. The Lion that never has to move back to base. Stacking up nice though, so there's a trip stack just behind the Cloud can just Whirling Axe and try and farm up. There's no one else apart from Timbersaw who could potentially clear that up. But he'll need more levels than what he's got if he's going to attempt to do that. Well, a 5-minute bottle is also going to arrive for FCFC. He's losing a lot of life as well as mana, so it's understandable that that's going to be his choice. He could have also gone down the road of a Vanguard, but the problem would still be mana cost. You might have your Arcane Boots arriving soon for a Rubik, but he burns through a lot more mana than that. Rubik's going to have to try and contest this Timbersaw. He looks for the Whirling Death kills, and then Timberchain to get the other ones. Bottom lane, Extinct. Gotta get to the trees. Gotta get to the trees right now. Wave of Terror. Sniper's already rotating down here. Weaver's in pretty deep. The Shrapnel gonna try and slow down the Vengeful Spirit at least. And BS, he's blocked in the Weaver. And then just TPs himself away to safety. While Weaver considers harassing in towards the Dwarven Sniper. But
tower is under attack.
I'm not quite sure who's really gonna come out on top of this one. Mainly because Weaver is dropping low on mana. With the one charge as he comes back up again, however.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not trying to make this easy for him. He picks up a Void Stone, so that mana regeneration is finally going to be there for the Weaver. I think he's asking for a bottle charge as well. He's going to get one. Only one. But it's enough. Top lane, they're chasing again. Like Telekinesis was already used. No mana available for Fade Bolt, or it was the first thing they started with. Bristleback's also burnt out that bottle. It's the downside about running a bottle on the top lane. Especially for like safe lane solo. It's such a long way to go to pick up the rune. Oh, Bat Rider. What are you doing? He's just running away as far as he possibly can. Troll Warlord, however, is going to be a little bit more careful about this. With a couple more headshots with an assassination follow-up, he can just get solo killed. Pull Bristleback. No mana. No bottle charges. Can't get down to the rune because he's too busy trying to just to throttle the top lane. Rubik's not strong enough to stand on that top lane by himself yet. In fact, Rubik, he might even walk into... it's not a trap, but he might even break the trap. The CK comes down, looking for the initiation. In comes the Troll. He's got to pick up the Troll and throw him backwards towards the CK. He's trying to keep him away from the Sniper. With the Shrapnel, okay, that was too short. That one's a little bit better. Fade Bolt 5 seconds away. One more attack from the Rubik with the assassination. I don't know if that's really enough. 200 life points, it's enough.
Pick them off.
355 damage from the Dwarven Sniper. So the Vengeful Spirit feeding another kill into that Sniper. With both Phase Boots as well as Ring of Aquila. And a casual Wraith Band. Some really good stats already in there for Kichik. Bat Rider really going to start doing this too? So he's coming over and contesting any of the stacks which were built up for the Troll Warlord. Really good way to flash farm. The VS will come over and get really annoyed about this too, because that was his farm. So the Firefly coverage isn't really that great. Now it will be as they walk back in.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But they ended
attack.
up looping around the tree line. So all the camps on that mid area were just taken out. The Weaver's still going to be here, but the Weaver can't really do that much up against the Bat Rider. Like, he could chase him, throw out a Crypt Swarm, be a little bit aggressive, but you've still got Lasso and you've still got other things while I'm saying all of that. The Earthshaker is going to die inside the jungle of the die side. You managed to at least de-ward out the observer ward that was up there, so there's no extra deep vision for Underminer anymore. Bristleback, stun, drain. It's only a level 1 drain, however, and Bristleback's not really scared of a level 1 drain. He's more just scared of the Timbersaw. Extinct, he's gone through the fissure route, waiting for extra support to come in. He actually got the perfect timing for it. Stunned up the Weaver, who only just arrived. Wave of Terror will be on the way too, and Bristleback, he's the primary target. Weaver will get a big kill over on him. Extinct looking for the stun slow, but I mean the stun to give him the space to escape. Words, please, in my brain to then come to my mouth to create play-by-play. Not working perfectly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But Weaver took so much from that. Timbersaw still ends up going down, so the change is a little bit closer than before. You got Rubik on the bottom lane having the time of his life. The Bat Rider can come down and help him shortly. He should have, in fact, he has the money for a Blink Dagger. Rubik, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. You got Rubik, whose telekinesis is so damn good up against the Timbersaw. They try and chain chase each other. Chains off cooldown again for the Rubik. He's back behind the tier 1 tower. And with that Bat Rider, he's got Lasso available. He's not going to do it underneath the Troll Warlord, however. Especially at the time when there's a trade-off going on. So the tier 1 tower in the top lane. At the same time, Extinct was, he did a pull, he pulled down. Is he going to try and, no. Now we might. The Weaver, he's a long way down here.
Radiant's
the Bristleback,
is under attack.
he's not close enough.
Dire's bottom tower
I don't think the Bristleback really feels like he's got enough damage either.
I can see
This Timbersaw's almost turned into a roaming Timber. Takes a lot of early damage from that sniper, who's also leeching his life points back now. So we're going a Mask of Madness build over on this sniper. What do they find? Ah, okay. They found themselves a Weaver. Shrapnel into assassination, they just lassoed him up. But the Weaver was considering diving in behind the tier 1 tower to go on the sniper. He's definitely going to be regretting that decision now. He still already has the Perseverance, so his timing's not going to be too delayed on the Lincoln Sphere. At the same time, dying and just delaying that Lincoln Sphere in any way, shape, or form is not something you want to have happen. Especially when you're giving a kill over to a sniper who affords up his full Mask of Madness. And the only person you got to defend up against him is in that mid lane. It's a Troll Warlord who's almost 2 full levels behind the Dwarven Sniper. At least FCFC's got that chance to find the rune. They should be looking to take out this mid-tier 1 tower. Mask of Madness can be turned on at this point. Yeah, there we go. Because his range is greater than the tower's range. So, like, Kijik, all he's got to do is have vision on the tower and he's good to go. The Wave of Terror might come out from the Vengeful Spirit. At the same time, the Mask of Madness is wearing off, so not looking at the double negatives right now. But with FCFC's physical DPS being pumped into that tower, and the Wave of Terror did actually connect. Like, the tier 1 tower belongs to Invasion. They fortified for a moment. The Bat Rider is now searching for an opening. You probably feel a little bit more comfortable defending your tier 2 tower. And what does the Bat Rider see? It's going to Firefly down. And the Troll's just on the edge of his vision. It's that nighttime vision, which is just so restricted. And the Sniper's actually bailed out. He's gone down towards the bottom lane. You got Lion in the trees. A Shrapnel might have revealed him, but the Rubik would never have gotten in range to do much with that. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, the Timbersaw battling up against the Bristleback. Good fish just done. One more Quill Spray will kill off the Timbersaw, but he can't reach him. Actually, he can. The Quill's reached that far. The Finger of Death will kill off the Bat Rider, but you got Echo Slam available as well, so it's a guaranteed kill on the line no matter what happens here. Magic Missile stolen by the Rubik. The Bristleback's going to try and commit it a little bit deeper. The Wave of Terror will at least make him think twice about diving into the tower. But another fissure. Quill Spray does its work, and Extinct tries to cut him off. The Totem Stomp will actually stun him up, stopping the Vengeful Spirit from retreating out. As I say that, the Sniper did die on bottom lane. So a 3-2 trade-off. Invasion still come out on top of that. Bristleback's coming out further on top with a full Vanguard as well as Treads now completed. He's a very, very tanky chappy. Actually got another opening too. Weaver, pick him up. Reveal, dust, something. Okay, did not purchase it. The Bat Rider. There's no opening to be found. Already Underminer have fallen themselves back well behind that tier 1 tower. So I'll accept the fact now they're going to lose their tier 1 tower and instead look for a better trade. Straight up the middle lane, mop up the creep waves with the Timber Saw. He's crap at dealing damage to the tower, so it's all about momentum of the wave. In fact, that's really the major point of Underminer. If they don't have the Troll Warlord there, and if Weaver doesn't start building up into damage dealing items, they don't really have great pushing potential. Bat Rider, he's got Firefly in 1 second time. He's right next to Troll Warlord in the tree line, blinks out. The Assassination's coming in towards that Troll, so he's already been dropping very, very low. With the Frostback on the front lines, they lasso back. Can they kill off the Lion as well? Try and take away these extra disables. He's still going to be stun off, but it's currently a 2-for-0 trade-off. The Chakram's flying up. But they killed the Timber Saw before he can pull it back in again. So 3 heroes dropping for no cost here to Invasion. Apart from what? Lasso? Even the Echo Slam wasn't used because there wasn't mana in there for the Earthshaker. But they get the kill, or the 3 kills, and we'll probably move over towards Roshan now. Alright, with Shrapnel, with Bristleback, Nazaku level 2 also on him. It's still only 1 armor loss, but it really gunks up Roshan. Aggressive Observer Ward left behind by the Dire side, but the Radiant Observer Ward's also watching the movement over towards the pit. Roshan's down to half, or well, 1/3 of his life points. Sentry Ward in case the Weaver's going to try and make a play. And Underminer, they are coming in. The Fidget Block keeping Timbersaw out. And they already demolished the tree, which is here. I don't know if that was actually demolished beforehand. If it was, oh, they got the stun off. It's a Magic Missile with the pickup. They can throw Weaver on top of the cliffside, which they do so, but they still kill him with that Dwarven Sniper Assassination. Roshan, there's your time lapse back in with the buyback from the Weaver. He's looking for revenge. Roshan's still not dead yet. The Sniper needs to get away from the Troll Warlord. It's going to kill him out from inside the pit. The Timber Chain, nope. You've still got Timbersaw stuck on top of the cliffside. The Weaver Bug Bat Rider will finally get rid of that one as well. As they chain back down again. Prospect wants to finish Roshan. He's too low with 5 heroes from Underminer still here. The Flame Break and Blink Dagger. Maybe Bat Rider can screw them a little bit. Lasso, get him up on the high ground. Can't do it. They're too far away. Fissure Block. Where's your Echo Slam? Maybe a Totem Stomp. The Echo Slam's already been used. Chakram's down. Really just gunking up the works on FCFC when they chain down as well. Looking for the kill over on the Bat Rider. He's going to get back in range of his tier 1 town, but only the corpse part of himself. As that Swarm's still doing the work. Sniper's up in 5 seconds time. The TP's coming down towards the tower. Troll Warlord, you shouldn't be going for this one. Rubik, if he can just get some vision inside the pit, there'll be a Fade Bolt. Now the vision will come in. They can trigger that Aegis Immortal almost instantly, but Bristleback is there. Yep, there's your assassination. But it's over on the Troll Warlord. The Weaver is the Aegis, the Immortal. So Bristleback has to start the run away. Moving up, moving down, looking for the opening again. Now, Shrapnel. It's a little bit too late. They still got the Nasal Goose, and there's not high movement speed for the Timber Chain. Able to reach and reach. Isn't enough damage with the assassination it is.
Standing still, wanker.
So Invasion, after a massively long extended engagement, able to pick off the stragglers on the way back out again. They didn't burst the Aegis, the Immortal, but they still got some serious work done.
Money changes hands.
So that Weaver needs to be picking up that Lincoln Sphere already. So Sniper's going to go into a Mana Star build. It's probably, well, first primarily to dodge the VS Magic Missile. He could have got a BKB for that one. That would also protect him from a lot of the other stuns and controls which come out from Underminer. Again, maybe this is just like a non-BKB game. Always. Both teams just dislike BKBs. Apart from a Troll Warlord, like for him, it's an essential item in this game. If he didn't pick up a BKB, and that's an SMY, I will flip this mousepad. Prospect's looking for an opening right now to come through the rear. There's no detection. Earthshaker, double fissure. He starts over on the Troll Warlord as the Shrapnel also goes down, but, well, looks like Lions die pretty damn quickly in a different lane to the Bat Rider. While the rest of Invasion, they mop up the Troll Warlord, they take care of the Weaver. Can they do it twice? Both Fissure as well as Totem Stuns available here. They've got to get the initial stun. Echo Slam will ensure it. It was the instant cast they were searching for. Hence they committed it. So another 3 heroes dropping here for Underminer. And this will mean the death of their tier 2 tower in mid.
Is under attack.
Where that Lion die up on top lane to the Bat Rider.
Radiant's middle tower.
He did commit lasso, but a kill's a kill.
Dire's top tower.
Sniper
is
just
under
tries to
attack.
pound away at this tier 2 tower. No, actually not committing. The creep wave was pulled back nicely by the Vengeful Spirit Wave of Terror. Now Ember. Yeah, you have to walk away. He at least managed to chip some of the life points away from the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They're keeping
is
their
under attack.
eyesight over on there. Means the Bat Rider is able to mop up the Radiant creep wave on top lane and allow his creep wave to push in towards the tier 1 tower, which hasn't really taken that much damage so far. Opening. Fissure on Timbersaw just protects the bounty route. Alright. There was no mana in for the Bat Rider, so I can understand why you would commit a Fissure for that. And you got a Soul Ring on an Earthshaker, so why does he really care? Well, the SMY for Sniper. It really is just trying to go for that early combat build. Screw Manta. I do want to see the BKB, however. Kind of in the same position as a lot of other casters have been put lately in the meta, where players are just going time and time again the SMY when you know the immunity would really help them out. Shrapnel try and check in the tree lines. Blink on down, they found him. Troll Warlord, lasso him up. There's no need for another Shrapnel charge to be used. Cloud is toast. And Sniper tries to quickly push at the bottom lane. And what a timing as well to get that Troll Warlord down. It's catapult time in the lanes. They might want to try and defend the tier 1 tower. Timbersaw can't push that one, but the catapult will definitely force at least some level of defense here. And the Fabot will mop up most of the creep wave and leave the other 3 heroes on bottom lane to push down the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Bristleback's got a huge amount of physical DPS and Sniper. Now with your quick attack speed, he's got a good DPS too. The Lincoln Sphere is done for the Weaver, but it's the 22-minute Lincoln Sphere. And he's just about to lose a tier 2 tower on bottom lane. There she goes. Top lane TP's already up here. Bat Rider, man, you are so dead. Like, your armor is at -7 right now. He's got to get rid of this bug on him. VS looking for the swap, trying to buy a little bit of extra space, but it doesn't help at all. Meanwhile, in middle lane, FCFC. Hexed up and Lion instantly just TP's away. That almost tells you the story right there. So they managed to at least kill off the Rubik. But they are never wanting to commit heavily more than... Like, that was even a finger of death. So that would have been a quick kill. And then just back the hell up and say, you know what, it's a 1-1 trade-off. It's a support for a support. Let's just be happy about this. I don't know if that's really the mindset that Underminer can take. Because Invasion, they will push you, and they're going to push you hard. There's no reason why they should back up. It's a fresh mech over on the Bristleback. He's got himself a Vanguard, 1k gold. The physical DPS to beat down these towers is already here. With the SMY Sniper, he's able to mow through your life points while still being rather tanky himself. The Bristleback's, he's actually still doing over 100 damage. And that's without having the extra Warpath stacks. They also knew there was going to be no fortification for that tier 1 tower because Underminer used it to try and defend their tier 2 tower on bottom lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Looks like Invasion will let the push stop here. So the tier 2 tower will remain up. Rochelle is still 2 minutes away from potential spawn time. As Lion will drop the aggressive Observer Ward on bottom lane. Do we have any gems? We have Sentry Wards and Bat Rider has a gem. So if he fireflied over towards this cliff's top, then he would have seen the Observer Ward being planted. Right now, they're thinking a little bit more about middle lane. The Lincoln Sphere, when that can just be triggered by something as simple as Nasal Goo. I'm actually interested to see how effective that Weaver will be in the fights. Because the Weaver could have gone for a different style of build. Like, the Lincoln's is the normal build for a Weaver. But up against this lineup of Invasion, it might have actually been better to go for the BKB into a Desolator, which is kind of like the more classic secondary build, which you have for Weavers. Provides you with the early stats, gives you good immunity as well. It doesn't give you the regeneration that you get from a Lincoln Sphere, or the ability to obviously protect somebody else in your team. But when you're up against a lineup, like, it's a toss-up because you've also got the Bat Rider with the lasso. It can go either way. Like, if the Bat Rider wasn't on here, then I'd say this would be a perfect game for a BKB. Because the Bat Rider's here, I question my initial thought. And the Lincoln Sphere is actually quite good from escaping from the Bat Rider initiation. Troll Warlord, dead again. Blink, lasso, VS, quick on the swap. But then again, maybe VS will just sacrifice itself for that one. The swap stolen by the Rubik. And really, OK's been right on the mark.
Middle tower is under attack.
His steals, his timing have been perfect. What's Lion doing? He's trying to... You're throwing aggressive Observer Wards down when Invasion are looking to go high ground. Like, sure, you don't have Roshan up and running, but you've got easy ways to mop up the creep waves. You got almost a Blink Dagger on the ES. You know the Fissure's going to do its work anyway, and you got Swap for initiation and range with that sniper. No one can reach him. There's your Swap. It's a Troll Warlord being dragged in. So VS, the ability which saved the Troll Warlord before, is now going to kill him. Rubik trying to retreat back out of here. They're also being attacked in the front lines. Is Rubik out of here? Yeah, he is. The Weaver was attacking top lane, but he's got no tower damage. They fell back for that. And maybe they didn't have to. But why put it at risk? Roshan's going to spawn up in a minute and 15 seconds, or 20 seconds from now. There's no reason to run the risk. The Earthshaker is going to be picking up his Blink Dagger and 100 gold. The Brusselback's now building into what I assume to be an Assault Cuirass. But for now, he's got a crap ton of armor with both Mech and Assault Cuirass. And then he's got the block potential coming in from the Vanguard. So that's not great for a Troll Warlord. At least that's one nice thing. A Bloodstone's now arrived for the Timbersaw. But they need to get kills now that he's got this. And the Weaver's up to 2.8k gold. So this is around the time we see him build into a damage-dealing item. He can't go more defensive in this game. He needs to be the killer. But you want to be a killer up against now Blink Dagger ES. That courier... Oh, wait. He has the Blink Dagger, but it's back inside of his stash. And the Bat Rider's going to get rid of this Observer Ward. They want to keep that Blink Dagger a secret, which means they have to be able to get that Blink Dagger out without it getting scattered out. Can they stop sending the courier back and forward? It's like got Bottle, then it's got Mjolnir. Oh wait, he's actually got enough money for the full Mjolnir? Yeah, he's going to kill off this this Granite Golem and have enough for the Hyperstone. Huh. We're about to see Lightning Shield applied to Brusselback, who's going to be on the front lines. Alright, so Invasion. Where do we move from
middle
here?
Tower is under attack.
Roshan's up and running. They'll probably prefer not to go into the pit. The Wave of Terror can scout them out too easily. The Chakram will also cause them a large amount of problems if they're trying to get in and out of the pit. So they could use Roshan as semi bait. Like, that's one thing they could do. Or they could just kill him. The damage output is still quite high. They want to Bristleback here. Okay, yeah, now he's coming in. Dire Observer Ward scouting out the Vengeful Spirit. What's that Rubik still got? He's got Swap still. That's a level 2 swap. So he actually blinks in, goes for the swap. VS never even saw that coming. There's no way she could. Like a blink dagger on a Rubik is not something you're expecting, and expecting him to still have your ultimate is also not something you'd expect. So the Rubik will defend the middle lane while the rest of his team moves down and takes out Roshan. And they're all too late to try and stop it. The weave the bugs come in with the pickup over the troll wall. Always, yeah, she stole the ultimate. He stole further. Man, this sniper is gonna tear him a new one. He actually deny himself off with a bloodstone. The first use of it as the assassination comes in. Lion, well, he tried to smoke. That'll at least allow troll warlord to TP himself away to safety, but the last two being wasted. So you're down to 6 bloodstone charges on the Timbersaw. He respawns up. So they'll be able to defend the mid. Once Weaver, Weaver could potentially buy up his Desolator right now. In fact, he is going to. But what he doesn't have is buyback. And this could be problematic. There's now invasion, 30 minutes into the game. Want to try and nail the tier 3 tower. Fortification will protect it, 37 life points on it. Sniper keeping his distance. Is that further? Not further. What am I keep talking about? The battle trance. Oh man! What happened to Underminer? 1 second they're at the back lines, then the next second VS on the front lines dying.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Now they'll have their mid melee racks pushed down. Last two's off cooldown in 16 seconds time. The battle trance goes off again.
Radiant's middle barracks.
And the mid racks is toast. They could rotate down to the bottom lane, but they don't have the creep wave with them, so it's just better to fall back for now. Grab the creep wave on bottom and just push. You could go through the top as well. Oh, they're pulling a Rocks Kiss. Pull out, reinsert, blink, Echo Slam. They want to end this now. The last two making sure Troll Wall's got nothing. They get the Weaver down. That could be GG right there. There's too many on the front lines. If they get some extra kills, the line's going to be it. There goes your battle trance again. Rubik has just been a massive enabler for the invasion damage. A beautiful smoke. They came back in again. Underminer weren't ready for it. They're on top of a creep wave. As well as having two of the core heroes right next to each other. They're blinking to a Yule Scepter. GG is the call. He actually GG'd in the middle of the Yule Scepter. Invasion. Just superb play. Just superb play. I actually want to give, even though the sniper did a really good job in this game, I want to give MVG, most valuable player for the game, MVPG, if I can say that. I don't want to go like the whole thing. To the Rubik. Really, OK's Rubik was superb. He was at the right place at the right time. He screwed around with the Timbersaw. His pick was designed to do such a thing. So really, applause to Invasion. They remain undefeated so far, which will skyrocket them up to the #1 position. And potentially their trip over to the LAN finals of the joinDOTA MLG Pro League, where there's over $75,000 up for grabs, plus what we raise if you are watching from inside Dota TV, then you have contributed to the prize pool as well. We also have something else planned to hopefully raise the prize pool even further up. So we're trying to make this tournament as big as we can. Season 2 will be even bigger than that. There's a big announcement coming for that one, and you guys will enjoy the announcement from that. It's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. But yes, Invasion Esports, they go 4-0. Underminer will end their series with a 3-5 now. So they're still fairly up in the top of the Pro League, but they will definitely have a lot more work to do if they want to get themselves up with great teams. We've basically got every single top team from the Southeast Asian scene. Underminer, Invasion Esports, G-Guard, Signature Trust, Mineski, Arcanis Gaming, 5EVER, CSW, MVP Phoenix, as well as Rave Dota. We've got fantastic teams. I'm looking forward to seeing even more Dota coming out from them. For now, we'll actually have ourselves a break as the Pro League is over. For the moment, we'll be back again in a few hours time. In fact, just under 6 hours time when Game Online goes up against 4ASC. There'll also be another match on the Pro League, which is MePawn going up against Power Rangers. You'll have joinDOTA doing your live stream for that one. You can also check out the Gigabyte Challenge, which is on tonight. HR vs FU, LC versus Vega. That one will be cast by Capitalist. It's the 2 semifinals and the grand final. So joinDOTA pumping out the Dota 2 content to you for your viewing pleasure. Hope you enjoy it. Follow us to youtube.com/joinDOTA youtube.com/joinDOTA, and you can follow me at Toby1Dota. I'll also probably stick around and do some casual streaming with on my personal stream. You can find the link again on my Facebook as well as Twitter. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time on the live stream. I want to see some Storm heads though. Bye.